Now here, first we start with the bonfire, then there's some stuff upstairs. The next Jester video is already out. I've been live streaming, but I also release videos at the same time. I'm amazing like that. Now let's switch back to the other armor that we were using. How's the brigand armor look on her? Terrible. Makes her look fat. Then again, this is not that much of an improvement really, but... we'll probably switch to the lion stuff. The lion stuff's actually pretty cool. I like the lion set that you can get from here. So let's rest here. Adaptability makes you open chests faster? That'd be cool. By the way, you guys didn't have any more frame drops, right? I'm showing 0 frame drops since I restarted the stream last time. I think these guys are actually really resilient. If it's not the magic, it's the faith. They're resilient to something. It's like the most asked question of all times. Am I going to play with Palatime in the future? I'm sure I will. It's just we're still sorting stuff out because I've been really busy prepping up for Gamescom and whatnot. Not that much damage. But still enough. I'll eventually have to come back here with Ring of Whispers because it's important to get, again, other items that you're only able to get if you get the Ring of Whispers. These dudes, you always want to go for the backstabs, in my opinion. It's just like the best way to handle them. Break all that. Yeah, I found the chest, Trollkin. You'll be able to see it when I release the video on YouTube. Let's see. Great Soul Arrow. Deals decent damage on it. Should be able to kill it at a range. It's not like he's too hard to deal with on melee. Because, I mean, he starts spewing shit. And then you dodge, because he's going to try to melee hit you. And then he's probably going to go for another spew of shit. Or he's going to try to melee hit you again. Whatever he does, bait the attack. Stab him a couple of times if you actually get in the proper range. Because goddamn his hitbox. And then dodge again. It's not too hard, it's just easier to range him though. Like pew, pew. And the reason why you want to kill him is because he actually drops some petrified dragon bone, if I remember correctly. And also there's stuff behind him that you might want to get. Petrified dragon bone. Oops. Dodge out of that as soon as you break the first one, because there's additional ones there in the back. You gotta wait a little bit to get the get the resistances back up, then break back here. You should be good. Go upstairs, a bunch of items. Favorite Demon Souls boss was the Penetrator. The reason I like the Penetrator so much is because he kills the annoying fucker that you're chasing all the time. Oops. I should probably get my lightsaber back. Dude, let me get my lightsaber. I need to recharge my lightsaber. I ran out of batteries. God damn it. Why you no understand? I no have batteries. Ow. Man, he cleaved me right in the ass. Let me just drink up and stab. Lion Warrior skirt. These are not the skirt. This is not the skirt I was talking about, but this skirt does, however, give you reduced damage on fall, so it's not too bad. Where is it? Oh, it's male only? No, it's here. Lion Warrior skirt. Doesn't this give you... Yeah, it does give you. See the cat symbol there? Yeah. Just fooling around with armor sets. I like fooling around with armor sets. Play Fashion Souls. Here's a good thing to do. If you run over here, that dude will kamikaze himself down there, and I don't think he actually comes back until you reset the area, so he's not able to come back up. Then you want to break these two, just because they friggin' curse you, so you break it. Then you want to break this one. Then you want to dodge a little bit, because that dude's gonna aggro. Come on. Con shuffle. Success. Get wrecked, my good sir. Let's get rid of this. Always, always, you can get this branch of yore because it's a free branch of yore because you're gonna get another one in the chest that's in that area. So there's no reason for you not to do it unless you're in a hurry or something. Oops. Fail. Again. Man, I failed this guy quite a couple of times there. That's fine. He takes reasonable damage from the Estoc, which is surprising because the dudes in the Shaded Forest just had no business with it. And here's the set that we're going to be using now. Now, there's nothing particularly useful for my build, but it's a set that actually looks pretty decent. I haven't seen it on females yet, though, so I could swallow my words. Although, I could use it with the gloves. It doesn't look bad with the gloves, does it? Metagamer Rurikhan. Want to get them souls! Oh, that actually looks pretty sweet. Look at that. I really like this set. I like this set a lot. And it's really cool for spellcasters, even though I'm not a spellcaster, but it's still pretty cool to have. Also, there's an item here that you can get, which I'm not even sure what that is. Life Gem. That's always useful. And there's an item upstairs that you can get as well. And then, you should go downstairs. How many fragrance do we have? We only have one, so we don't want to spend any more. No, actually, we do want to spend it. We want to spend it because you want to release Ornifex. It's pretty important NPC. Yeah, I saw Dark Chat when ENB died to the demon 3 times. Happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. Okay, so should I go down there from here? No, let's go down there from here. Then we kill the dude that's down there, because there's the dude that you tossed down, he will have made his way here. Yep. This is the guy that fell down all the way in the back. He's like here, still all pissed off and shit. Like, you son of a bitch! How dare you? How damn dare you? He's so upset he doesn't even know what he's doing. He's like, I don't know. I know, I quit. Get my lightsaber back. Charge the battery on my lightsaber. He's like, I want to go in there, but they won't let me. Wow. You are committed. You are committed, my good sir. And now you're going to get the Khan Shuffle next to the Khan Kebab. What? Nice block. Oh, I thought he was going to jump to his death. Fortunately, he didn't really humor me. Another item up here. There's still a couple of items that we haven't picked up, which we will. But first I want to go get the Fang Key. Quelag and Medusa. Who's Medusa? What is this Medusa you're talking about? I mean, I know who Medusa is in the mythology. I'm just wondering, like, and souls. What do you mean by Medusa? Damn it, it's too tight in here to do a proper backstab roll. There you go. Now then, this takes care of all of that. We need to go to the other side. come on down to the other side, which is here. Do not free that guy, because it's a useless waste of a fragrant branch of yours, as far as I can tell. I've never seen any use for freeing that guy. Some items in here that you can get, and then as you head back through the bridge, there's a chest here which contains, I believe, the Black Knight halberd. The Black Knight, I don't fear. Black Knight, a long way from home. Yeah, you might have experienced a couple of frame drops, I just noticed there. But it was very little. Like, it stopped frame dropping already, so... Now then, what was it that I wanted to do? We need to... Is there anything we need to fix? I think our rings are good, right? Yeah, rings are good. Yeah, we need to go buy the ring. Need to go buy the Ring of Whispers.
Oh, you do have a time.
Ring of Whispers. The reason why I want to do this is so that you can enlist Tarkus's help for the next boss. Because Tarkus is indeed a beast. I call him Tarkus. His name is actually Tark. I'm not sure if there's any proof that he is actually Tarkus, but it's kind of hinted at. Hey there, Off the Wall 89. Thank you very much. Your voice is that of an angel. Now that's a little bit of an overstatement. Oh man, did I forget anything here? I don't think I did. Oh no, there's another chest in here that I missed. Oh, I forgot to upgrade my Estus flasks too. Magic Bolt times 10. Not that you would need that, but still extra items that you can get. Completionism and all that. Now here you better have some curse resistance if you're going to just run in here like I'm doing. So hopefully you will have picked up the item set that I recommended. Another Stone of Pharros, which is good. And then run away from that. God damn it, almost got myself cursed. Aw, you little shit. I cannot, it's just, I quit. There's nothing I can do. I'll have to come back here. I'll come back here once we've completed Duke's Dear Freya, because that's the proper point to come back here and have a word with Tark. Thank you very much, Off the Wall. It's awesome. Some Dark Scythe. Whee! There's also a different dude. I'm not exactly sure what the point is of the dude that's in here. But there's like a different dude in here. A different lion dude. He's different from all the others. He's blonde. Not exactly sure what the reason is behind that. Maybe he drops something a little bit different than the others, or... He also definitely has more health than the others. Tricop Snake Troshes. I want to say that he always drops that. It's like a 100% drop. Let's see what that is. Maybe that'll give us a hint as to why he does it. Trotches that exude the scent of rust temporarily boost petrify resist. Verbal histories often mention Saint Elizabeth. Her uniquely concocted medicines and potions are still widely used today. Something tells me that was not Saint Elizabeth. But that's just me. I could be totally off the wall there. Switch this for Ring of Whispers and start hearing brawr.
Human, are we?
Yeah.
This is no place for you. Be gone. Are you not afraid of me?
Nope.
Humans rarely come here. Those who do turn back when they see me, or make an attempt on my life. But you are different. We once had a master. He created us long, long ago. But he was born with a fatal flaw. He resented those who had what he lacked and became fully mired in hatred. Eventually, it was at the peak of this madness that he conjured up we strange creatures. Our master was a tragically lonely soul. Eventually, his solitude eroded his very reason. In the end, he never understood what it was that he truly lacked. Nobody knows when we were born, or where our master has gone. The only ones who even speak a human tongue are myself and my better half. I wish to ask a favor of you. I want you to kill my betrothed. Once, I always found her at my side. But as time went on, things went awry. She became violent, raging uncontrollably. Eventually, she came after me. And we have been locked in combat ever since. We seem to be at a standstill. The wounds we exchange are never lethal. I was born of my master's madness. Perhaps this is some curse. I will be sure to assist you in return. The past is a distant fog. My name was Tark. That is all that I remember. The past.
I wanted to let that particular dialogue play out because that is a dialogue that you don't see in a lot of my videos, I don't think. Well, you might have seen it in some of them, but not a lot of my videos. I usually tend to skip that particular dialogue for whatever reason. But yeah, that is Tark, and his master is supposedly Seath. Yay! They did not block me in. How nice of them. So we still have 7 Estus flasks. We're pretty much good to go. Do we have Key of the Fang yet? I'm not sure if we've gotten Key of the Fang last time. Let me just double check. We did, didn't we? Let's have a look at our keys. Yeah, this is Key of the Fang, correct? Fang key. Okay, in which case, let's go have a word with our good buddy Dark Diver Grandal. Such a nice guy. Once you've went through this area once, it's fairly easy to run through it. I think there's a chest here also, right? Probably got some dark spell on it or something. Homing Soul Mass. It's not a dark spell, but it's a spell. Now let's speak to Dark Diver Grandal.
And a very fit undead you are.
Yes, I am.
Bit too alive. With a tough and man about.
Now the reason I'm talking to this guy is because you will have to talk with him 3 times, and usually you want that 3rd time to be at Castle Dranglake. So you're going to talk with him here, and eventually you'll see me talk with him at Black Gulch as well. Now here is a rather dangerous zone with all these filthy chameleons around. Chameleons? Basilisks. And there's an item somewhere in here. I think it's Twinkling, right? Yep, Twinkling Titanite. And that is pretty much it for this area. The Key of the Fang, which we've gotten from the petrified guy close to the bonfire on the other side of that wooden bridge.
Thank you for
That is what opens this. Ornifex, obviously very, very important NPC for those of you who aren't aware of it. Another Estus Flask shard. Also does not, there's no waste. It's very helpful. So you also want to get that, and then you just want to go back to Majula, sort yourself out. And by sort yourself out, I essentially mean do all the upgrades with your Estus Flask and whatnot. And after that, we're going to be facing off against the Scorpioness Najka, whatever. What's her face? I don't have anything to repair, do I? I keep running here like I'm expecting my rings are gonna break. Also, who's the dude that sells another ring? I know that there's a dude that supposedly sells another one of those rings. By the way, can I do Shockwave now? I think Shockwave would be cool. If it's the spell that I'm thinking. What have you got here for me? You got Shockwave? You do, right? Can I use it? Yeah, I can. It's only got 3 uses. But I think this is fun. I think this is a fun spell. Do not take my teacher's lightning. Lightning? Do not take my teachings lightly. Lightning. Oh man. I think we can do another upgrade still. What's at the Shaded Ruins Fort? The spare ring? Ah, I remember that. Yeah, there's one there. And there's one dude that sells one. I want to say that it is the Mage Wold that sells one too. Although I could be wrong. But I want to say he sells one. So, let's tune for Shockwave, which is actually bad for the boss we're fighting. I'm just curious to see what it does on other monsters, on other beasties. So let's go to the Ruined Fork Road. And get that additional life ring. And eventually next time we go to the Iron Keep, I'm going to see if the dude sells it or not. Now, I'm really curious about this Shockwave thing. I've never used it. Oh, it's just for one target? I thought it was like an AoE type deal. Oh ho ho ho! Get wrecked! You fooling around with spells, boy? You want to fool around with spells? No, it's not the one that costs 6,000. So, we don't have the other ring yet, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. I just need to not be fooling around is what I need to do. You, come here. Let's have a word with your friends here. You gotta be careful, because when you get hit once by these dudes, if you're in light armor, which happens to be the case, it can be pretty dangerous. Yay, an Estoc! I guess we don't have to buy one now. Except we already did. Also, I never checked the Black Steel Katana, which is something that I was curious about. There we go, another Ring of Life Protection, which is something that I wanted. Although I don't have to clear the rest of this, because I'll have to come back here later, so it's pretty pointless. So, I didn't like the spell that we've gotten there. Can we use this one? Nope, nope, nope. Now, let's check out that katana. The damage is pretty weak sauce, but it's got some wicked scaling with dexterity. It has a wickedly cool look, too, with no shield. No sheath, I mean. Like the moveset. Definitely like the moveset. What's the durability at? 40. Less than the Estoc. Two-hander. You got the standard sword moveset. You got this kind of horizontal slice, which I would have preferred a thrust, to have one thrust in there. And then if you do two-handed, it's a nice weapon, but it's got some delay on its attacks. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's my favorite katana of all times, particularly because its damage is kind of garbage. Shield only character? Sorry, it sounds a little bit boring though. Katanas are no good? Come on. I kind of like the Mad Warrior katana. That's something that I wanted to try out as well. How about a dual... I mean, I'm sure that 100 people have done it. How about a power stance katana build? Orman Reeves Great Shields. That's actually pretty cool. We're going to be summoning Tark. We're going to be beating the crap out of the Najka, whatever. Katanas aren't good, they're awesome. In order to get the summon Manscorpion Tark, you'll have to do that Ring of Whispers thing, for those of you who don't know. Now, we're going to be replacing some of these rings, because obviously this stuff is not that useful against Mitha even. Oops, that was the wrong ring. Tark, get that sorted. Don't bother me, I'm kind of busy right now. There we go. Sounds about right. Not that this matters, because I'm assuming that she's going to have a ton of magic resistance. She's bound to have a ton of magic resistance. She also seems to be somewhat resistant to piercing. Wow, Manscorpion Tark is getting wrecked. And my spells are doing jack shit. I'm gonna have to use slashing. Slashing seems to do a little bit more damage, but not too much. Incoming. Get her, Tark! Oh, two-handed R2. What a beast of an attack. She didn't even do the burrowing phase. It's like get completely and utterly annihilated, Najka. Parry her. Oh, man. Doors of Pharros, the place where my dwarven brethren got annihilated. Not annihilated, but like taken over by the filthy, disgusting rats. Scream all you want. It's not going to change the fact you're dead. Oh yeah, I need to change my equipment. Need to get all them souls. All of them souls. Wow, he's still alive? Hello. Well, he's resilient. Not that much. I'm really curious to see how much damage we can squeeze out of a build like this with all those crazy ass rings. Yep, I remember when I got the Sanctier Spear. I still think that weapon is pretty crappy. From a PvE standpoint, anyways. Particularly now that it's got the mundane version of it, like, nerfed to the ground. To the point of uselessness. Dual mundane ladles. Now the thing is, one thing that I definitely do not want to do right now is the big ass rat boss. That is a terrible boss fight, particularly if you don't have a bow yet. Hello. I would need to have a bow and I don't have one yet, so we're probably going to be skipping over that one for now. At least until we get the Black Hunter's Bow, which we will be getting once we get to Drang Lake. There's the Gurmax. If you want to get the Sanctier Spear, how many Pharros Lockstones do we have? We got 5. Sure, we'll go get the Sanctier Spear. If you want to get Sanctier Spear for whatever strange reason, you just put one in the middle. Don't do like I did in my playthrough and I used all 3, because one in the middle is enough for you to get through. Then here is the Sanctier Spear. Sanctier Spear being a weapon that only really becomes useful after you break it. And in order to break it, it seems the latest thing that I saw, like one of the most efficient ways of breaking it is just take it over to the crow's nest and whack it against the crow's nest, and it will reduce the durability super fast. Once you break it, the weapon becomes unbreakable forever. It's this thing. It's got 500 durability though, so it's going to take you a while to break it. But once you do break it, the weapon becomes a different weapon. It's got what some people consider a really cool move set. I'm not a big fan of it, particularly because it doesn't have any scaling, which is one of the reasons why I'm not a huge fan of this weapon. A lot of people criticize me for it, like, "No man, you gotta love the Sanctier Spear. It's amazing." Now here is another thing. For starters, you got Twisted Barricade, which is a spell, which again is needed if you want to do spell achievements. And then there's something else, which is, let me just poke this poor old Gurm in the face. Let's get rid of this Gurm too. Ow! That hurts quite a bit. So, next thing is this. You want to use, I think it's here, right? I want to say it's here. You want to use a Pharros lockstone here, because doing so is going to open up a secret passage downstairs. I know that you're going to be able to get some loot out of it. Not exactly sure what it is. I think it's some twinkling titanite that you're going to get down there. So you go through here. I can never remember if this is booby-trapped or not. Or if it's a mimic. Faint stone and twinkling titanite, just like I said. So if you need any of those, you can get that here. Then this takes you back to where you were, except it's going to throw you down a little bit higher. Be careful, don't hug the right side of the wall here. Apart from that, you're pretty much safe. Then wreck this Gurm's date. Because why the hell not, really? I'm gonna wreck your day, wreck your day. Old mundane stone. This, I believe, is booby-trapped. Some petrified dragon bones as well, which is pretty damn sweet. And then there's a Pharros lockstone hidden behind this staircase. Parrying the spider laser, of course, that makes perfect sense. I hate it when they hit me from behind like that. That I kind of deserve, though. Totally had that one coming. Whoa! My brethren, are you seriously trying to eliminate me? Why would you do this? My dwarven brethren, it pains me to kill you! Sometimes their backs are not really the spot where you need to be for backstabs. Like there, it's like almost a frontal backstab. I'll just give you a frontal stab in the back. Actually, I'm curious to see what this looks like on females. Wait, I didn't pick up the armor? I thought I had, never mind. So, let's go through here. A little bit more loot, large soul brave warrior. And then here is a little something which, in case you want to get yourself a, I think it's a great warrior's soul or something. It's a soul it's a soul item that's in here. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but just in case you want it for whatever reason. Soul of Brave Warrior. It's not even that great. Soul of Brave Warrior is like 5,000 souls. So it's almost not worth it. Another old mundane stone. These dudes drop a lot of old mundane stones. And then here is the big rat boss, which we're not going to do, so we're going to get the hell out of Dodge. Let's get to Gurm's Respite. Okay, so where do I need to go now? I need to go this direction. We're going to be starting on Benhart's quest now. Although I'm not sure how long I'm going to be streaming for. It's getting pretty insane. I've been streaming for a wicked long amount of time. I can't believe I just tried to, like, and just try to guard break this Gurm. Also, these dudes drop a helmet that I really like, the helmet that they are wearing. So sometimes I'll come here and I'll farm them. Like if you go downstairs and down to where we were with the dog and the elephant. If you go down there and you check for all the Pharros contraptions on the floor, most of them will open up doors that will have those particular Gurms, the ones with the helmet I like, if you ever want to farm that. That's the way I usually do it when I want to get that helm. A lot of my characters have that that helm. Gavlan will from now on always be there, so in case you need to sell shit, he's pretty close to the bonfire, so there's that. I'm not going to get this one. I know I'm not going to get it. This is not the proper weapon to get that. I might just upgrade a katana for getting those. Large Titanite shard. What's with the rings I'm wearing? Why is there something that gives me... Oh, the spell thing is from the increased cast speed. I was looking at something that was like, oh, you got bonuses on spells, and I was like, what? The fuck is going on there? Whoa. That was terrible. It pained me so much to look into his beard and then just jab the sword through it. It's like, no, don't do it. He's a dwarf. Why you gotta do that? Why do you gotta do that? Makes me sad, killing my dwarven brethren. Now, Benhart is a bit of a weakling when it comes to summoning him here, so you usually want to clear up the area before you do that. Now there's a bonfire right here that you want to light it up. Then you want to... Oops, not that. I'm sorry, we had a miscast. I rolled a 1 when I was trying to cast my spell, and a different spell came out. So there's a bunch of stuff that you can pick up from here. Not any of it is particularly relevant. One of these tents holds Benhart. The other one is chock full of hollows. As you can see, these hollows will rape your face because those are dark weapons, which deal insane amounts of dark damage. Like that scythe that just nearly chopped me in half. No. I don't want none of that. Small, smooth, and silky stone. And probably this tent. No, this was the one with the soldiers. Which means that that tent will be the one that has Benhart's sigil. Well, not sigil, but summon sign. Titanite chunk. Actually, Titanite chunk's pretty good. Could use some of that. Arsenal of Proud Knight. Actually, it's not this tent, it would seem. Is it this one? No, this is the bonfire. Where the fuck is Bernhardt's tent? It's supposed to be this one. Why is his summon sign not there? Did I miss something? Don't tell me I missed something. Where did I miss Benhart? Where was I supposed to talk to Benhart that I missed him? I'm pretty sure he's supposed to show up in here. Yeah, this is definitely it. This is bad, because this will not allow me to do Bernhardt's quest. I probably missed speaking with him somewhere. And I'll have to figure out where that was before I proceed. Forgot to talk to him after Rosabeth. Aha! A very good point, my good sir. Very good point. We will go there right now. I should have talked with him after Rosabeth. Should have talked with him after Rosabeth. Damn, these pigs have so much health. Filthy pig. Next up, it's the well thing. This well is the one that you do not want to jump in. You just want to run into it. Makes it a lot easier. Benhart? Yeah, you can summon Benhart in the DLC. You don't need to for the achievement, but you can, which also helps with the achievement, if needed be. Human effigy. Times 5? I want to say that used to be 1 human effigy. Not 5. Am I wrong here, chat? Let me know. But I really want to say that used to be just 1. Now let's go back and have a quick word with him so that we can then summon him here and proceed onwards. It was always 5? I could swear it was 1. That's weird. I have a weak memory, always had a weak memory. Wait, do I have any? I should have some more sublime bone dust, I want to say. Nope. It's always, there's a weird thing with this Dark Souls, which is, like you start going, you start your playthrough, whatever, and you're like, I kind of feel like I should have more stuff, because if you're reminding yourself of previous playthroughs where you end up with a ton of shit. But the way it works is, at the start and throughout like 80% of the game, you're given not that much, and then suddenly shit just starts raining. Like you get tons of fragrant branches of yours. You get tons of sublime. Well, not tons of sublime bone dust. I think you only get 5 of those per playthrough. You might get more, but not too much more. But you get a lot more Estus flask shards. You get more of everything at the end. Just a ton of it.
Name's Ben. If we share the same, I'll repay my debt. The road ahead's going to be long. It's a true man. I swear it.
Also, he will give you the gestures, so if you're going for the Maestro achievement, that is also useful. And you should really talk to him after you release Rosabeth, which is the lady who was set in stone there in front of the lever, which we did earlier. Hello, Sif the Furful. I love that nickname. Sif the Furful is... Oh, man. I wish I could convince Sty and Kiri to like play this or Monster Hunter 3. It's just they're way too busy with their own stuff. Maybe we'll get together when Destiny comes out, because they seem to really enjoy that one. Now then, we could also level up now. Also, I should see if I can enchant my weapon, because we picked up a couple more Titanite chunks, and it seems that I've neglected to pick up one item here for whatever reason. Yay, we can upgrade it again. And now we can't upgrade it anymore. Still, I'm surprised it lasted for quite some time. Our Estoc, it's been lasting for quite some time without having the bracing knuckle ring. Now let's go back to Brightstone Cove, Seldora. Also looks like we didn't pick up that item. Filthy Hollow. Filthy Hollow, you. I'm gonna get killed if I'm not careful. God damn it! I'm running out of stamina way too fast. And getting stuck on these damn tents. Already wasted 2 potions for killing 2 enemies. Ugh. Anyways. Uh-oh. And we've just called a bunch more of them. I should practice parrying on these guys, but it's just such a terrible idea. Because you need your potions. Because the next boss is not too hard, but he hits hard. You gotta be careful with Benhart. You gotta kind of babysit him until you get to the boss, which is annoying. There's also one item that we didn't pick up that I want to, which is back there. Can I break this with my fists? Yeah! Lacerating arrow. Let's go, Benhart. Forget all that. Let's take the long walk around. There we go. Lucatiel. I'm not sure if I've seen Lucatiel in the DLC. I don't remember seeing her. I might have. Aw, bitch got crushed. Would be cool if you could drop down there, but you actually can't. It's a shame. It would almost seem like it would be an improvement to the level design for you to be able to skip all this with a proper ring and whatnot. Just giving you additional options. Let's aggro these guys. Lol. They don't care. Your friend's gonna die if you don't aggro. Okay. There we go. Aggro. And aggro. And aggro. And now, shoot that thing. I love fooling around with... I mean, you guys remember that I used to love in Dark Souls 1, I used to love Sense Fortress because of all the traps. I love using the environment against the enemies. I think it's a lot of fun. Also, it's pretty sadistic to squash these dudes beneath a giant boulder. Large Titanite shard sometimes comes in handy too. Hello. Get him, Benhart. You get him. Sick him. That was the reckoning. The global wrecking of these 3 dudes. Now, in this next area, something that I would advise you is don't open the chests. Makes things a lot easier. Just do not open the chest. Yeah, I agree, Earl Game. I have a big problem with that. It's almost like I'm trying to justify the reason why some things happen. So I just say, "Oh, I've been really busy," and it is true, but it does kind of start to wear on you, and I understand that. It's just for whatever reason, it seems to keep popping up in my head when I'm doing my videos, It's something that I need to be aware of. Like I was saying previously, though, this chest, you need to not do anything with it. Just ignore it. The only thing there is like a bunch of bolts or something. They're useless, and it's going to aggro all the spiders. So if you don't do it, you're not going to aggro any spiders. And then you have that secret passage, which is going to give you a flask shard. It's pretty sweet. And now here, if you have a chance to summon other players, I would advise you to do so. Particularly if it looks like they're pretty beefy. Does this dude look beefy? I don't know. Let's try it. Because Benhart can get killed in this fight if you're not careful. So, yeah. Oh, that's a Drang Lake sword. He should be pretty beefy. Let's... Although he's beneath half health. Let's hope he doesn't get wrecked. The more dangerous ones are actually the white-robed ones. I mean, that AoE is beast, but these dudes actually heal and cast some really heavy damaging sunlight, not sunlight, but great lightning spears. Either great lightning or lightning, I don't know. Which is why I want to get rid of this dude as fast as I possibly can. They're also susceptible to backstabbing, so... Is this dude still alive? And he needs to go before he does his AoE. His AoE is nasty. There, and by the time you get to this... Go, Benhart! Go, Benhart! Go! Remember, Benhart needs to survive. Also, in this fight, you do not want to get wet. There's these things here that allow you to get wet. Don't do it, because lightning supposedly will do more damage, I believe. Now, here, there's nothing. And then you have good old Oswald up there, which sells a bunch of spells that you might not have, which again is useful for the achievement of getting all the spells. Not all the spells, miracles. Sells a bunch of miracles. And there's also a bunch of spices around, ascetics, just a bunch of useful stuff. So you might want to come up here, check stuff out, see what's up. Now you...
Some things, yes, yes, I can. You have doubts. I regret. Together. But now, you, oh, yes, yes. But if you're hot, now is the chance.
Oh, he actually doesn't have a jester. I thought he had a jester too. But hey, a bunch of spells up in here if you want to get some of those.
Whenever you are ready.
Also, he's obviously the dude that pardons you if you need pardon. If you happen to aggro an NPC by mistake, whatever. He's the dude you want to talk to. Now, we're going to be doing something which is pretty cool. For starters, we're going to rest here. And now, we're going to jump up in here and we should be getting the Peyton Crichton quest. Yep, here we go. Good old Peyton Crichton. Now, my opinion at this point, kill Pate. And why do I say this? Because if you pay close attention, Pate has already given you all of his stuff. Like, where the hell is it even? It's one of these. I know that he gave it to me. Hollow infantry boots. Where the hell is Pate's stuff? I don't know which one is Pate. It's probably, yeah, Pate's trousers, see? So you already have all of Pate's stuff, so now you would want to get Crichton's stuff. At least that's my thinking. So, go ahead and kill Pate. If you're really going for, like, completionism and whatnot. There's no trophy associated with this, I don't think. So you don't have to worry too much about it. So just wreck Pate. Get him, Crichton. Get him. Oops, careful. There we go. You also get the Ring of Thorns. So you got all of Pate's stuff. And now that's done, you can talk with him.
Serves you, Roy.
Sadistic prick.
Thanks for your help. Here.
So this is going to give you access to a bunch of treasures down the line.
What's there?
And if you keep talking to him, he's going to give you his full set. Now, my advice then is kill him too. Purely because he's essentially a scumbag, just like Pate. They're both scumbags. Is he not going to aggro? They're both scumbags, so it's like, honestly, just kill both of them. There you go. Did we get twice the Kraton Steel Mask? Yeah, we do. You get it twice. I actually like Kraton set. I'm curious to see how it looks on a female, though. Let me check. Not too shabby, but I don't like the fact that it has a lot of stuff in the waist. It's like it's making the waist bigger for some reason, so whatever. So let's switch back to Lion Mage Robe. Now, yeah, essentially it's like Patches and Lautrec almost. There's an item that you can pick up here too. But you don't want to do anything else in here. You want to move back now if you really want to go for completionism. Now, I know that there is one place that has a secret passage. I found it once. I was never able to find it again. So I never know where that secret passage is now. But I know that there's one place here somewhere that's got like a secret passage. Or maybe I dreamed it up. That might have been a thing. Filthy spider. Now, where should I go from here? From here, usually the best route is, let me just get magic weapon again. Is since you're up here, you might as well get some of the items that you can get on the way down. And like, you get this spider dead. Actually, no, there's actually a better thing that you can do. You should get this. Come over here. Dodge that. Damn, the homing on these things is retarded. And by retarded, I mean retardedly good. The reason you want to do this is because there's another bonfire down there, which you might find useful for traveling, because it's the only means of travel between up and down in this section, so you want to do the bonfire first. And because once you get down to the lower section, if you don't have the door of this section open, you're kind of stuck down there. There's no way back. Oops. That was a mistake. Pew! I'm liking the damage. I'm liking it. I'm loving it. There's also somewhere in here, I want to say, I believe that you have... Is it here? I'm not sure if it's here or not, but... It might be here that you have Great Magic Weapon. It might also not be, I'm not sure. There, now that you have this bonfire, you can go back up. And then you can come back down whenever you want. Actually, before you do that, though, just open up the door. One thing annoying about this bonfire is that every time you get here, these spiders are going to respawn. Now, let's go back up, because there's some stuff to do upstairs still. There's a lot of stuff to do in Brightstone Cove, Tildor. A lot of stuff. So one of the first things, you can get this dude. If you have a better weapon than mine, then after getting him, you can come here, get this. Titanite chunk. Now, there's more stuff that you can pick up while you're down here. Of course, I hesitated way too much, and I'm also getting really tired. So that's probably going to be it for this stream, and the next stream I'll kind of continue from here and show you guys the rest of the stuff that you can do to get some more achievements and some more whatever. If you really enjoyed the stream, several people asked during the stream, do you have a subscribe button? No, I do not, but I have a Patreon account, so it's kind of like the same thing. So if you want to do that, feel free to do so. But if not, feel free to follow at least, and you guys will be notified next time. Also, follow me on social networks and whatnot, because I always announce through there as well when I'm live streaming. All of that. I'm sorry, I know that you guys want me to keep going, but it's like I'm even starting to lose my voice, and I'm going to need it for next week. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and sorry for the dropped frames every now and then. I'm going to try to organize all of this footage to go up on YouTube as well for those of you that didn't see the entire thing, and for the people that didn't get to watch the stream. I always try to do that anyways. Let's just hope there's not a lot of dropped frames, because that really shows on YouTube and it really sucks. But yeah, hope you guys really enjoyed it. Have a nice night, and I'll see you guys in the next one.